Asian men tend to not have the traditional masculine physical traits that a lot of Western women tend to like. And that's not any fault of your own because it's your physical genetics that don't allow for that. If you don't fit the 6'4" checkbox, then you're not shit.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the question. Can dating preferences be racist? And I've made other videos on this as well, so you can check them out as well. But can dating preferences be racist? Are they determined by what you actually like in your heart? Or is it basically social conditioning? And on top of that, can you be racist to your own race? I think the video speaks for itself. But for the sake of debating and breaking this video down, hopefully I don't get triggered this time, but let's go. Honestly, sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I need to psych myself up. That's how much I get triggered usually. So if you like this content, if you like what I'm saying, if it resonates with you, make sure you like, share, follow. Go in the link in the bio, add my YouTube account, which I just made. Also subscribe to that and also follow me on Instagram, okay? And follow me on TikTok so you get notifications of this, all right? Enough of the blabbing, let's get to the video, yeah? I'm gonna get triggered.
Asian men tend to not have the traditional masculine physical traits that a lot of Western women tend to like. And that's not any fault of your own because it's your physical genetics that don't allow for that. If you don't fit the 6'4" checkbox, then you're not shit.
Again with the assumption.
Stop the video right there. She basically just said a whole population is an ish. Yeah, I don't want to swear in here. I don't want to get in trouble. She said they're nothing. They mean nothing to Western society. So what does that tell me? She's saying that there's a standard that Western society has when it looks at Asian gentlemen, and they don't meet that criteria. So it's not their fault, but you're not going to get girls. You're not going to get a girlfriend. You're going to have poor interactions when you're on dating apps. You're going to have poor interactions when you are talking to someone and trying to lead the interaction and show you're a masculine man. You know what I say? Shut up. Not only is she downing a race and an ethnicity, but she's downing and degrading her own race. For what? For clicks? To get further? There's something going on TikTok and social media, whereas if you are a certain ethnicity and you down your own ethnicity, for example, I'm a black person and I talk bad about black people, you will go further in the social media game. Now, whether she believes it or not, whatever. The point is that she's saying something which is entirely, incredibly wrong and unfair. Demeaning and disrespectful. Would she want someone to talk about her son that way? Or her brother? I think not. She's just trying to make them sound like they're small and weak, like, oh, it's no fault of your own. It's like you look more feminine. You don't have masculine traits like the Western girls would want. So unfortunately, you ain't anything. Sorry about that. Oh, well, why do you need to voice that? And why do you need to tell everyone? You know what? I've got something to tell you. You can see, even though I'm getting quite triggered right now, I know a lot of people. Different ethnicities, white, black, guys, girls, tall, short. And I would say the overwhelming majority would be like, we don't find her attractive and we don't want to go at her anyway. And even if she was attractive, you know what? We don't even like her attitude. We don't like her attitude because she's saying something which is totally disrespectful and wrong. How am I going to bond with her and grow with that attitude when I'm going to have to prove myself that I'm masculine and I basically have to try to be like I'm another ethnicity just to go further with her? Man, any Asian guys or any guy watching, don't date that, keep moving, because we want people who are going to be open-minded, fair, and have a courageous, nice heart. Not something where you have to live up to some sort of weak standard of Western society because you're not masculine. Cap, and I don't care. I ranted. You know how I feel about her. You know what she's saying is wrong. So make sure you keep on writing your comments if you agree or disagree. You better agree. Let's keep it moving.
Then you're not shit.
Again with the assumptions, like she's saying essentially like no Asian guys have masculine Western traits. First off, there's like plenty of Asian guys that are tall. I don't know if you've been living under a rock or something, but in case you haven't noticed, like Asian guys are like pretty cool nowadays.
Stop the video right there. Stop the video right there. Okay. First of all, for the record, I love this guy's content, which is why I'm reacting to his videos. But what I didn't like about that is, not that he's doing it, but no guy should have to prove himself. I didn't really like what he said there, and I know he's doing it just for the video, but I didn't like what he says, like, hey, but Asian guys are pretty cool these days. Whether they were cool or they weren't cool, it's not up to her or up to anyone to be like, hey, you're not cool enough for me to go out with. You know what I mean? That's a bad standard. And if you want to police that standard on someone else, therefore they can police it back to you. For example, if you want to be like, well, Asian guys aren't cool and you need to prove yourself before Western girls like you, well, then we can be like, well, we don't like how you look like and what your looks like. But no one would like that. That would be rude and shallow. Well, she's doing the same thing. But anyway, back to the point of what the guy was saying in the video. I just didn't like that phrase. Like, oh yeah, they're pretty cool these days. And he may not mean it like that. And I know he's doing it for a video to point out to illustrate a point. But anyone who is in that position, don't try to prove yourself to these people. Don't try to be like, yeah, but we have this, we have that. Just be like, look, think your way, I think my way. That's the best way to go about it. Try to be disrespectful to my Asian brothers, you know what I mean? Out of here. Here we go.
You got a lot of Asian guys in Hollywood. You got Simu Liu, John Cho, Henry Golding, Kevin Kreider. A lot of these guys defy that stereotype, essentially,
I don't know any of those guys. But maybe that's to the chick's point. She's like, well, see, you don't know Capers. I don't know any of those guys. And it doesn't change my point. I don't know them. I know them, I don't know them. Who cares? But I'm just saying, it doesn't change my point. Don't prove yourself, okay? Don't try to prove yourself.
Like, Asian guys don't have, like, Western alphaness.
My mom told me since I was a young girl not to be with an Asian guy.
Why? Well, actually,
I have no explanation.
why do Asian girls always go after, like...
Dude, I don't know if there's some sort of thing going on. Like, ever since I started making these videos, I keep on finding more and more and more stupidity when it comes to people downing their own race, and particularly downing certain ethnicities when it comes to dating, okay? Look, it's a bit of a different video for today. Like, I feel like doing a bit more, but let's just camp it right there. Like, share, follow if you like this content. Do you think there is racism in dating? Do you think what she was doing and what she was saying in the video is just her preference and it's a fact? Or do you think, nah, she's doing something wrong and she's being disrespectful to an entire population of people? All right? So like I said, write your comments in the comment box down below. Also, I just started a YouTube account. Make sure you go add me there. Also, follow me on Instagram. All the links are in the bio, okay? I'm going to link some of the other videos which have gone viral as well. All right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here before I get angry and break this phone. Like, share, follow, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go.